who don't understand how New York and New Jersey really are. They think it's a lot of infighting. It's really not. It's outside that cipher that the fitness really happens. But really, I don't really care what anyone else is upon. I do have a problem with the fact that Christianity and Islam really are the greatest cultural subjugators, but I'm willing to accept that my Moorish brothers and sisters have some things that can be brought to the community, because I'm all about the economic development, and that's where y'all's core competencies are. That's what I do.
Here's a little secret for everybody. The Moors learned from the Ahmadiyya Muslim community.
Brother, brother, don't do that.
I can show and prove. Show and prove.
Brother, don't do that, brother.
The Indo-Pak was inferiority.
Wait, brother Bashir, don't do that, brother. I'll come on your show. Don't do that, brother.
Her anyway, and I don't want her to be disrespectful. But what I meant in the context of what I said, when I said you truly didn't follow the sunnah of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is because the fact that one, sister, the Eid al-Fitr is not 3 days. It's only 1 day. Okay? That's a mistake. Allah is the Most High. But anyway, nevertheless, what I'm telling you is, and I'm in
certain things
to improve.
Brother, hold on. I just want to ask you.
There are differences of opinion according to the different imams. There are differences on. Some brothers don't have a problem with wearing the pants above.
Wait. Everybody, excuse me for a minute. Sis, I don't want to overtalk you. Let me make this point. Brother, how old is the Arabic language? Because the show is really about dealing with alphabet. How old is the Arabic language, brother?
The Arabic language is the oldest language on the earth. It's the mother of the tongues.
He meant a shaitan regime. Okay.
Hold on, brother.
Elijah Muhammad taught that too.
Wait, hold on, wait, brother.
Why is the sister like, I thought you wasn't Muslim no more. You love it. Come back to it, sis. Come back to it. You love it.
Hold on.
A language that you can understand, I'm speaking to you in a language that you can understand, because you bear a false witness. You bear a witness, but you know what? Since you want to take, you got to deal with that on Yom Kippur. You're lying to the people because you're brainwashed by your Indo-Pak God.
There's Yama Kiyama. MashaAllah. Yama Kiyama. I agree with you, sister. I agree. That's why I forget glasses. 6 o'clock, you'll be open. Come to the show.
I
don't want to hear it no more. But as far as the Arabic language, I'm going to give you something from our teacher, Mirza Ghulam Ahmed.
God damn it, Indo-Pak.
The first thing I'm going to ask brothers is language created by man? That's the first thing I'm going to ask.
Your imam is the Indo-Pak? Brother, come on now. The black man is God, not the damn Indo-Pak.
I'm the imam. What are you talking about? I'm the imam. But anyway, sister, be quiet for a second. Is language the invention of man?
The mirror of the house. You're the mirror.
Hold on. Everybody hold on for a minute. First of all, right, don't tell that sister to be quiet for a minute, yo. That's bullshit, yo.
Uncle North pray the bullshit. Don't tell me to shut up. I'm not your wife.
See, we don't teach that type of Islam. Islam means peace in the morning science.
That's what I said. Just be quiet for a minute. That's what I said.
That's right. She doesn't have to be quiet for a minute. I wanted to talk about some misinformation that was put out. He put out some misinformation by saying that Arabic was the oldest language. Arabic derives from Aramaic. Aramaic predates Arabic. So
once again, you're wrong. To the show, you're wrong. You're the weakest link. You're damn wrong. First of all, Aramaic, brother, for your information, came from when Arabs migrated to where the Hebrews was, Jerusalem, and then
you don't know what you're talking about.
And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam flew up through on the night of Isra and Miraj, went up through the dome of Masjid al-Aqsa, right, on a horse, right? So this, as they say, there's parables in the Quran, and some people say you have to take it literally. Which one is it? Does Allah have a head, or is it just a parable? Which one is it? And let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna tell where you're from. Where does Allah reside? Answer the question. Where does Allah reside, brother? Where does Allah reside?
Allah resides where the heaven and the earth and the air and the winds and the planets are. That's where Allah resides.
In the seventh heaven? Allah resides in the seventh heaven? You got
the planets reside. That's where Allah is at.
He's mystical, magical.
Hey, brother, can I ask you a question, brother?
spooky. You really are spooked out, brother. You know what? May Allah guide you.
Spooked out. You say I'm spooked out, and then you say may Allah guide you? Come on with this hypocritical stuff, sis. Hey, out as in to say God is not real, and then say may Allah guide you.
In the language,
the oldest inscription you have with Allah's name on it.
but you can understand because I know that the Muslim thinks that anyone who does Tawhid is upon shirk. So the way you deal with people is you deal with them on their level. I'm dealing with you on your level because you're not on my level. You can't understand what I'm saying. I'm dealing with you on your level.
Me with my level. If you're going, you can't deal with somebody on a level if you're saying what they're saying is false, and then you use what they use in order to convince them that they're going to catch hell. How can you do that? How can I say I don't believe Jesus Christ is my Lord, but then I say, you know what, your God Jesus Christ is going to tell? No, because your God ain't Jesus Christ in the first place.
Brother, you're starting to make us realize why people.
Quran. You probably read some Mirza Ali translation of the Kitab, right? Come on, brother. Come on now. You want to go?
Can I just interject before I get off the phone? I just want to say, Brother Ankh, Brother Isha said, Jetty, yo, I love y'all brothers, and I came on this show for a specific reason, real talk. And one day I'm going to call on y'all brothers, and I expect y'all to be there.
Yo, Lord,
that's fair enough?
Make sure you call me when you get off the phone, brother. Anybody that want to call me, 610-802-995, Imam Bashir Abdul Haq.
True. What you said, Ish?
I'm trying to talk to a guest. Thank you, Brother Abel. I want to let you know that I appreciate you coming on the show. And I know it's really out of humility when you say that you're not a scholar. You really are. It's the people that bestow these titles upon you. So I want to thank you for taking the time to come on the show. And I want to thank you for the information that you just shared. And we have way more in common than we do in any kind of differences as far as historically. And I love you as well, and I support you 110%.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Yo, I'm going to get off the line. It's kind of late. My wife's coming down looking at me like I'm crazy because the baby's asleep. But and I'm a loud dude, you know, as y'all can see. So I'm going to get off.
I appreciate you coming on the show. Is that other brother still on the phone? Because my phone got cut off.
Yeah, Bashir's on the line.
All right, no doubt. Y'all brothers be easy, okay?
Yo, give me a call, brother.
We'll get back at you. We ain't finished yet. We might have to do a part.
Yeah, we might. Definitely. All right, peace, y'all.
Give me a call, right, brother?
Yeah, I got you, brother. I'm gonna call you right now, brother.
Hotep, Lord Abba, Hotep.
All right, Hotep, sister. We gonna build on Facebook.
Okay, I'm about.
All right, love you too, sis.
Don't call him yet. Hey, brother.
Yo, go ahead, bro.
Do you have an inscription with this ancient Arabic language? Do you have an inscription?
Why are we going over the same thing? Dr. Wesley already proved that to you.
You're yelling in my ear for a minute, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I get a little hype and a little militant, so please forgive me, brother.
Around here, Brother Wesley has a book called Marvel Comic Books called Black Arabia. We've already proved what that was. What I'm asking you is we just need a manuscript, right, or some type of piece of something showing us, and we want a date for that. And what museum can we find that in? If I was home, I could enter into the chat room things with Arabic on. Arabic is not even the oldest language in Saudi Arabia. But since you said that Arabic is the oldest language on the planet, right? Can you give us a date or something, or a reference, or a fossil, something with that on? Do you have it?
Brother, like I said, I'm going to give you all the information, but information I got for you, brother. Listen, let me finish. Information I got for you, brother, is no way possible we're going to handle it 2-hour conversation, let alone a 5-minute conversation with you in and out. Now, what I'm going to tell you now, before I
you need to answer the brother's question because you don't want to die upon that, Ankh. Answer the brother's question.
Minutes ago, which was language invented by man. Answer that 20 minutes ago. Yes or no?
Bro, that's not like that. Yeah, brother was invented by language was invented by people. Yes.
Okay. If language was invented by people, okay? If language was invented by people, you give me the proof and the archaeological evidence because nature disproves that. And the reason why nature disproves that is because when a baby is born, it does not naturally teach itself or develop a language within itself. It is by his parents how to speak. So if a child is born in Arabia or in America, learn what the parents...
do me a favor, brother, hold on. Ask me that same question real fast.
Was language invented by man?
No. Ask me, give you an artifact to prove that ancient Africans had a script. Ask me that real fast. Watch how quick I answer it.
Listen, brother.
Ask the question.
Africa had a script. That's not a question.
I'm saying, if I make the statement that in Africa you find the oldest form of writing, right? I'm saying that, and I'm gonna give you the evidence. You can go to the Scorpion King.
We already got that. We already there.
Honestly not. Hold on. Honestly not.
As the oldest form of writing that has been preserved so we can witness it today. That's not.
Cut me off. Let me finish, brother.
Is Allah
Arabic King? Wow. Is Allah Arabic? Sure as hell ain't.
It's Allah Arabic? What do you mean?
Yeah. Is the word Allah, is it Arabic?
Yes, the word Allah is in Arabic.
Okay, see, that's where you're wrong, because Allah is Aramaic. It is not Arabic at all. So in other words, you don't understand
Allah is Aramaic, brother. You are totally wrong. You're totally wrong. I know the Arabic language. You're totally wrong, brother. You're wrong.
Arabic. Wait, brother. What's the date on? Listen, I just said you can go to the tomb of the Scorpion King, and you can find archaeological evidence showing you these little tabs, with glyphs on it. Okay, that predates minutes. That's an artifact. Now I'm asking you for an artifact, some written Arabic showing the age of it. Do you have that?
Brother, I don't have that information. This is why. Okay, you say thank you, but now listen to why.
We don't need the explanation. Why?
It is an explanation because you are from a period from what? You cannot go further than 20,000 years of archaeological evidence that's been found today. Man has been here way longer than that. We talking the fossils of the sister that was found in Ethiopia dates 1.5 million years ago. Now you telling me that they found artifacts from 1.5 million years ago with any writing, with any language? Now this is how you establish, this is how you establish how long a language been here. And it's not by no artifacts, because man been here longer than we can imagine.
So in other words, all you
I
got
doubt
is words.
free language.
Wow.
I'm going to present more evidence over his words. What I'm presenting right now is the case that was taken to the Supreme Court proving that the church was using Allah before any Muslim even came into existence. That's my proof right there. Where's your proof that Muslims have been using Allah longer than the church? Because they lost the case when it got taken to court. Where's your evidence?
Whoever said that the Muslim or the Islam that came at the time of the Prophet Muhammad, may peace and blessings be upon him, the name Allah was used only at that point. I never said that. You just proved that the name Allah outdated when the Prophet Muhammad came and brought the Quran. You just proved that the name of Allah was already there.
Well, I'm telling you that Allah is not Arabic. That's my whole point.
Oh, Akbar. You just proved it for me, brother.
My whole point is that Allah is not Arabic. That was the point that I proved.
First of all, how did you prove that Allah is not Arabic? Because you said Christians, the church used the word Allah. How you going to prove that? Because first of all, as one of you brothers stated earlier, as you previously indicated, that the Prophet Muhammad went to Khadijah, and Khadijah took her to who? Who did Khadijah take him to? The brother at. But where was he at? Where was he living? He was a Christian. Where was he living?
He was in Arabia, right?
In Arabia. So therefore, if that Christian man was in Arabia, he said Allah.
If you're talking about a prophet, you get that concept from.
This needs to be on tape. I'm glad.
This dude is drunk, man.
You're talking, but you're not answering anything.
I'm answering you. You want me to answer the way you want me to answer.
No, how did the Muslims lose the case when the Christians took them to court proving that they can use the name Allah? They proved their case that Christians were using Allah before Muslims.
And
how did they lose the case if Allah is Arabic?
brother,
Yes.
word Allah that you were saying, and the name Allah has been always around, brother. You're not getting that. Why are you not getting that? You're not getting the connection. Words that we use for God, Amen Ra, which Ashra crazy, self even said that Ra was the unseen God on his tape. Biblical myths, and I think it's the brother right here. Biblical myths versus African history.
Wow. All right, yo.
Hold on real quick. Yeah, but this is what I'm going to tell y'all brothers, man.
Nah.
You're not scared. Nah. I know. If you're not, come on the show. You'll get your 5 minutes. I get my 5 minutes. We'll go pound for pound, blow for blow. Let the people get information, because y'all wrong. Y'all a deadly disease that's not raising up our people. You're not raising up our people, period.
You ain't raising up nobody.
Wow.
The proof of Islam raising up the people is already there.
You know what?
The ones you love and adore, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, he was a Muslim, my brother. The ones you love, Malcolm X, was a Muslim. The ones, Farrakhan, that brought you up and started, white man, he was a Muslim.
All right, Elijah Muhammad was a Muslim, but he was a Shriner too. He was a Mason.
Brother.
Islam. He ain't taught no masonry. He taught Islam.
I say he was a Mason, though. We always forget that, though.
He was a Mason. He could be a Mason. Hell, he could be a farmer.
He was also a Mason.
Can I say?
Why you don't say Mason? They raise him up.
Bashir, let me say this. I have to speak the truth. I don't practice Islam anymore. That doesn't mean that there's not some wisdom, some hikmah in the scripture. There's hikmah in Taoist teachings. There's hikmah in Confucian, Buddhist teachings, and there's even some wisdom in the Bible. And I have respect to Noble Drew Ali and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad for them trying to bring knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of self to the people. That's not the issue. But like it says, right, in the Kitab, it says, you may dislike a thing that is good for you and like a thing that is bad. There have been some benefits to the African overall, but the greater harm is that it's not good for the people because it's another slave master religion.
You can't prove that prove Islam is not good for the people. Please do that. I want y'all to do that, please. That's why I got my show. And we'll stop preaching Islam and preach whatever it is that you say will raise us up. I swear ever my life that I will follow what you say give us solution to change the condition people.
Wait, I just want to ask him one question. Yo, can I just ask you one question, brother?
There's some hikmah in the scripture, brother. I said there's some hikmah in the kitab, all of the kutub. There's hikmah in all of them. That doesn't mean that they're truth. You may dislike a thing that is good for you or like a thing that is bad, okay? It doesn't mean that it's the hop just because you say it's the hop. All of it's a gravitation of comedic pathology straight up.
Going by what I say, I'm going by what's out there in the proof.
When you are dealing with people who have been so menticidally challenged, you bring them something, if they don't have any knowledge of self, and you bring them something that has some sense of morality to it, especially when we're dealing with, like, the laws regarding hygiene, sex, etc., things like that, and diet in Islam, oh, mashallah, great, that's great, okay? That's great. But that doesn't mean that overall the ideology is you can't accept the religion without accepting the ideology of the Arab straight up, or in your case, the Indo-Pac, straight up. I'm just being honest.
Islam is not about no Indo-Pacs. It's not about no Arabs. It's not even about no black men.
Yeah.
About the nature in which people or the human being is supposed to develop into.
You've been served, son.
Come on, brother. You're an Ahmadiyya. Come on now. I'm not stupid. You're Ahmadiyya. You're one of the three branches. Straight up. You're Ahmadiyya. Come on now.
You don't know nothing about, come on the show. If you ain't coming on the show, I ain't got no more rap for you.
And that
straight up show, no more rap, because you don't know what you're talking about. You learned a few big words, and then you want to use them as if you know the ahkam of Allah. You don't know the ahkam. None of y'all understand the essence of what Dr. Ben, Dr. Ashwell Crazy, Dr. Ben Nakinen, none of them, you don't know.
Bringing them
teach you.
I just want to ask, brother. Muslim brother.
That's some crazy crazy.
My name is Bashir. Come on, brother. You know me by
I
name.
just want to ask you one thing. Do you believe that Moses is a historical person? That's all I want to ask you. That's it.
I believe, yes, I believe that Moses was a historical person.
Now, in this, I don't want to hear that no more.
Now, what you learning, what you talking about?
Benito, you gone. We don't even got to deal with him because he's nothing, man.
Yeah, you gone, yo. You gone.
You gone.
Yeah,
Y'all gone. You ain't going to raise us up, so just put up or shut up. And y'all obviously going to shut up.
Come on, you know what? No, you know what I'm going to do?
All you going to do is talk like Dr. Wesley said, ghetto scholarship. That's all you got. You ain't going to raise up our people. And, brother, when I see you, I ain't mad at y'all. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, bro, can I ask you a question? Why you doing that, yo?
Bashir, I want to be raised. I
for a minute. Everybody do me a favor and just be quiet for 1 minute. It's me and this brother now because it's fucking on. Why you biting Wesley ass like that, yo?
I'm biting the truth that he...
Hold on for a minute. Why are you doing that, yo? Ghetto scholarship.
Brother,
nigga, I live
the truth...
down the street from the motherfucking ghetto. Nigga, I wasn't born and raised in the ghetto. I live down the street from the ghetto. All right? That's established something. What you dealing with. My name is Godkiller. So at this point, I want to know, can I get the cell phone number of Allah? I want to get in touch with him. Is that possible?
You want the cell phone number?
Cell phone number of Allah.
So you tell me the wisdom and knowledge. Hold on. Being on, you tell me, Mr. Knowledge, you tell me about the development of the universe and all of that, and also don't tell me you don't believe in the things that's not unseen when you have to believe in things that's not unseen. The air that you breathe is unseen, but you believe you breathe in air.
Here's my point I'm going to make with you, right? When the last time you talked to Allah?
When the last time I talked to Allah? Every day, brother. Before I talk to you.
Did he answer you yes or no?
Yes, Allah answers me.
Now, hold on now. How does the voice sound? Is it a male voice or a female voice?
What you mean is a male voice or a female voice? Come on, man.
Excuse me.
See, you talking schism. You're talking schism.
I'm asking a question. If you heard him, right, what did he sound like? Was it a male or female voice?
Brother, it does not come to you as a male or female voice. Sometimes it may come as a female voice. Sometimes it may come as a male voice. But the point is, you're not going to get the full essence of the Almighty Allah. You cannot look at this sun with the naked eye.
So you told me you heard the voice of Allah. Is that what you just said?
Yes, I've heard the voice of Allah. I sure did.
So check this out. For the record, this brother just said, right, that the creator of the universe has a goddamn larynx, which literally makes him a human being. So a human being with a voice box, get out of here. You playing a human being, yo.
Nobody said that. Putting words in my mouth. Why you putting words in my mouth?
But you have
words. For real. First of all, nobody said anything about a larynx.
You said you heard a voice. A voice, you need a larynx to make sounds. Lips, lungs. Human beings speak confused.
Okay, let me ask you this then, brother. When you're in your nice, comfortable bed and you put your head on the pillow, pull your sheets up, right? And then you get nice and cozy and snoozy. Then you fall out. And then you see these things in your head, which is dreams. And the things in your head you call dreams are speaking. Now, is that thing a human being that was speaking to you in your ear and saying, yeah, we at Florida in the disco right now? Like that?
Dreams occur in particular portions of your brain. Do the research.
right.
But you heard voices, though, right? In your dream. Did you hear voices, yes or no?
Dream. It's a dream.
Did you hear voices when you dreamed, yes or no?
It's called a dream. You have visual.
It's a question. Avoid the question. Did you hear dreams, brother? It's a simple question. Do you hear voices in your dream?
You know what? I'm saying look up the word dream.
Come on, man. No scholarship. Dr. Wesley smashed y'all, man. You smashed.
You know what though? We're gonna put I'm gonna see you on your show just because you so slick. And don't get them mad, all right? Okay.
Yo, ain't no black ice on my show unless you come cursing and cutting over. Everybody get an equal amount of time on our show, brother. Equal amount of time.
If you're like a maniac, and if you had some sense, you would already know that the white man hates Muslims. So while you running around trying to be a Muslim, them Arabs, black and white, they don't accept you.
Okay,
Word, Zenji.
Read a motherfucking Quran and another. That's crazy as hell. And then Chronicles that Islam does not perpetuate slavery. Slavery is all in the Quran. That's crazy as hell for you.
I'm glad that you know what all the Quran says about slavery, brother.
You don't know no better. You know not what he do. You don't know.
Quran emancipates slavery. Do you want to say that part? You want to say that part? Or do you want to play yourself when you get on our show when I read the ayat to you, the verse? It emancipates all slaves. You want to read that in the Quran?
Saudi only eliminated slavery, in the past 40 years? And first of all, your Ahmadiyya masjid, every time
Saudi? What are you talking about? Saudi is not the Quran.
They never salam me.
Saudi is not the Quran.
And no, for some of the worst offenders, they don't want to give the black Muslims their rights. They're going to die upon that. Come on now. The branch of Islam you follow is one of the most deviant, bid'ah, worst, most intolerant sects. The Taliban, straight up. See, I don't care what people are up on, but I do care about the effect of the people.
What does that mean?
Europeans' cultural subjugation is executed through Christianity, and Arab cultural subjugation is executed through Islam. Point blank, they are poison to our people. I love all my 5% Ansar, more whatever, brothers and sisters. I have a problem with the ideologies. I practice Christianity. I practice Islam. And guess what? The people have left the dysfunction of Jahiliyyah, but the Jahiliyyah has not left them. Straight up, our community is still in dire need. We got women marrying 5, 6, and 7 times, 22 times. Niggas taking wives on WIC, Section 8, and food stamps 2, 3, and 4 times because they still Jahil in their mind. Islam has done some good for the people, but most of them.
What does the word jahil mean? You can't say that, the Muslim boys are doing this and doing that, and then put the word jahil in there. What does jahil mean?
Jahil means Islamic ignorant, okay?
You're ignorant, right? So therefore, if he is ignorant, he cannot be on the path of the Quran.
No, it doesn't.
Hold on for a minute. Let me ask you just a question. Where you say you was located at, in Maryland?
Yes, I'm in Maryland.
Let me ask you a question. Have I ever seen you before? You ever met me? This is Brother Ankh.
No, but I know you're from Baltimore because I can hear it in your accent.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. Every time you say proof, I'm like, okay, you from Baltimore. I knew that. I asked somebody, isn't Ankh from Baltimore? Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, you got that right.
Everybody know he's from Baltimore, yo. Everybody know that, yo.
Brother.
More in the house. That's what's up.
That's what I was saying about Jahiliyyah. Is the times of pre-Islamic ignorance. When I say the people have left Jahiliyyah, meaning they accepted Shahadatain and said La ilaha illallah wa Muhammadur Rasulullah, that's in their hearts. But their kalam and their actions reflects other than that. When they're out here, when you got sisters who are in the car and stripping in the goddamn go-go clubs at nighttime, when you got brothers around here taking on in the cops, wearing abayas and doing bank robberies in Philly at a particular did what I wanted to. Come on, brother. We got so many social ills in the black community.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Come on. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Question. What were they before they accepted Islam?
They were kuffar.
How long were they that? And how long were they that?
It doesn't matter how long they were. All your
Now
sins.
it doesn't matter, right? I was a drunk 35 years.
And you know what? Before they were Muslim, they were straight up technically Jahil. They weren't practicing any aspect of spirituality. The reason we're so crazy, always Dr. Frances Cress Wells, and she says the majority of black people
spirituality is dead.
There is no
African spirituality.
White dominant.
There is no African spirituality.
What?
There is no African spirituality.
You know what, brother? You know what? See, already hot, but when you start
Kemet is gone. They don't
own
those
really?
lands. They're not in those lands. Been defeated, conquered, destroyed.
Brainwashed. You have no knowledge of self. You know what? You are brainwashed.
No knowledge of self.
I am a man.
Deal with
me. I got Dr. Ben in my library. I got Harriet Washington in my library. I got Dr. Khalid Muhammad, may Allah raise his status, in my library. Don't tell me I got Ashraf Crazy.
You
me, I ain't no black. I'm a black man, woman, just like Farrakhan is a black man.
You deal with belief. You deal with belief. I deal with facts, okay? You deal with beliefs, I deal with facts. And if you say you got Dr. Ben and everybody in your library, then you wouldn't be practicing that brainwash Arab supremacy that you're dealing with. You're dealing with beliefs because you got an emotional attachment, like even Ray Hagan said, you got an emotional attachment to your slave master's religion with his got foot on your neck.
I hold his thing up with Dr. Wesley. He said nothing. So why are you even mentioning Ray Hagan? He was defeated without even coming prepared. He was defeated. So what are you using Ray Hagan for?
Has his foot on your neck, and you're so scared that if you leave Islam, oh my God, Allah's going to punish me. No, you're not going to be punished. You're going to be free. You're dealing with the slave master's religion because you're so inculcated by the Arab supremacy that's upon you. That's no different than Christianity. You think you got the hawk, but you don't. You just got a worse poison. Okay? That's what the hawk is. That's true. And you call yourself scared to bring your glad tidings, but you got to deal with that. Everything that you teach the people, you're going to be responsible for if you believe in Yom Kiyama. But I'm trying to tell you, I had a long process before I left Islam. I thought to myself, oh, my God, if somebody calls me goddess, I'm committing shirk. Oh, my God, if I leave Islam, I know the penalty for apostasy is death. But you know what? I said I was going to be patient with myself. You're dealing with an emotional attachment. You are not with the he never taught you. You deal with your slave master religion because he's got his goddamn foot on your neck. You're not in a position to lead the people.
Okay. Yeah, he sounds like
according to you.
You know what I mean? The
wrong with the guy, yo?
Tell him what to say, and you know he put their head on their shoulders, and he's just doing the talking for the Arab right now. He's nothing but a raisin. He ain't got no voice. He's talking on their behalf right now.
So you know what? That's why the work we do is so damn important. Do you not realize that all these fool ass niggas, yo, is standing on Wesley scholarship, yo? Ain't that crazy, yo?
That's the point that Scientology doesn't spread to these Negroes, man. That's Scientology got these Negroes' minds, man.
Wow. So you mean
I want to
needed Dusty Muhammad to bring that?
They got on them about that like 2 months ago on the show.
Man,
Brother,
they Scientology flunkies, man. All of them niggas, they Scientology flunkies.
You still calling your
name William.
You and using the worst of names, worst of words to call your people, and then y'all gonna sit here and talk about you are the people. For you, nigga, please. But I'm telling you, in the literal sense of what it means. Ignorance.
Hey, brother, let me ask you a question.
Teaching that poison to the people. Come on, don't bring it because you want to bring the ayat up to the ayat. You bring your mirrors and Gulani, Ali translation.
Hey? You know what's funny, Imam?
Bring it because you said you're going to be in school. That's all you're going to bring. Yes, brother.
Imam, you know what's funny? You know what's funny, though?
Spirituality is dead. This Arab flunky going to fix his mouth to come on this show and spit that bullshit. And really think that I know what's amazing?
Bull what? Spit that bull what? Go ahead. Teach our kids, brother. Spit that bull what? Teach our kids. Go ahead.
You know what's funny, though?
Teach our kids. Spit that bull what?
You're going to get a real chance, right? Because you're yelling and screaming, right? And you're running away from, like, just straight evidence. You're going to get a chance to slow this shit down for a minute because you're howling and screaming and actually present what you're talking about because you, like, ran away from that language shit. You, like, disappeared. You disappeared when I asked you that question. You, like, faded. Okay? I want you to know that. And as for your information, the oldest speaking people come from the Sahara. I just want you to know that. The oldest speaking on the planet, oldest people speaking on the planet come from the Sahara. They can prove that. Now, that Arabic shit is out the door.
Word up.
All right, you need to just. Haru, where you at, Haru?
Yo, brother, I can dig it. You got some old head swagger with you, brother. You got that old head swagger. I can dig it, brother. I can dig it, though.
I want to apologize to you because I'm always calm when I call, but whenever someone starts talking about Islam, yes, I do go there because it is a poison to our people. I don't have a problem with people individually. I have a problem with the ideologies, Christianity and Islam, because they are poison to our people, and this is we cannot unite. When I was leaving Islam and coming into my African spirituality, re-embracing my consciousness, I called for unity. Do you know that the Muslim said to me, how can you unite with people who are not up on Tawheed? They commit shirk. Do you know that's some brainwashing? I'm like, you know what? When it's breaks out, doesn't matter if you got on a kufi, a fez, or an abaya. You still a nigga to a white person. Does it really matter? This is what is the problem with this. Is this religious division straight up? We're not going to have.
Tell me if Farrakhan has not been there for or united with the black man of every ethnicity, ideology, philosophy. That's what you're telling me?
I'm trying to tell you that. I'm trying to tell you that Muslims have said to me, how can you call for people to unite? How, as you, and I was still a Muslima, how can you as a Muslima call other people who don't practice Tawheed, how can you say that they should unite with us? We're Muslims, they're not. Does that really matter?
Person say that. I'm here to talk with the brothers. We going bash and smash, but at the end of the day, if we going to go raise up and do some things, we definitely can do it together. I don't know who told you that information.
You're in the minority of Islam then, because trust me, the majority of African Americans, the good majority of them are brainwashed. You do not understand the influence that is coming out of Saudi. I'm telling you, the sect of Islam, the Salafis, I call them the Black Taliban. I'm trying to tell you how dangerous this is. I have had a pan-Islamic view of dealing with this deen, whether it was the 5%, whether it was as an Ansar, whether it was straight Sunni, or whether it was the Salafis. I know the teachers of Bilal Phillips, Siraj Wahaj, Hamza Youssef, etc. I've dealt with all of them. I'm telling you, it's dangerous. Most of the crap that's coming out is anti-African, but people think, well, they since they have no knowledge of their self and they know it's Christianity is a straight up lie, they think when they come into Islam, they got the hawk. And that's what is fooling them, just like you're fooled. But you know what? That's where you are. I understand. I was there at one time. You know, but this is not right. You dealing with beliefs. I deal with facts. You cannot tell me you got the books that she document, etc. You haven't read them, or you haven't ingested them into your heart. You haven't had an open mind because they're dealing with
what I read, sis. How you gonna say what I read? How you gonna say what I read? I told you. I've read Education of the Negro. I've read Columbus, the African Holocaust. I mean, I'm in this thing. I've read even books that y'all didn't read. You know what I mean? That y'all didn't read. I read Sultan's Latif, you know, the psychic trauma of the black man. You know what I mean? I've read Harriet Washington's book. That's what I do. That's what
you read those books, but you did not accept them, because if you were dealing with facts, you would let go of your emotional attachment to your slave master's religion. His foot is on your neck, brother.
I take what is
absolutely. And you're not respecting the chronology of how Islam even came into existence. You sat there and you ignored the tree, and you're dealing with the fruit, which is Islam. The tree is African spirituality. You just said that was dead. You can't even reach Islam without going through African spirituality. That's the root of all cultures and all spiritual systems.
I don't disagree with you. I never disagreed with that.
But you said African spirituality was dead. That's what you say.
What you guys are saying, the African spirituality, as far as the most of you, I mean, are the Amen squad. Y'all are the Amen Ra squad. But the people who said Amen Ra, Asar, Aset, those people who developed these ideologies and practice these philosophies, those people have been destroyed and is off the face of what is known today as Egypt.
Right, but that's your misunderstanding. If you really understood this, brother, you would understand that the knowledge and information that came from Kemet dwell within the scholars that were in Songhai, that were in Timbuktu, and the first thing that was brought over here to America were the scholars. The knowledge and information has always dwelled within us because we built these mansions. We built the agriculture set up. White people didn't build these farms and all this stuff down in the South.
Nobody said what the cracker did. I didn't say what the cracker developed.
No, but when you say African spirituality is dead, you don't understand it. They never tell you who taught Benjamin Banneker mathematics. He understood all of this because that was the African-rooted knowledge that he was dealing with.
I already know, but I agree with you on that. I agree.
Okay, spirituality is dead when a black man can invent an almanac and no white man can even claim that he's that man's teacher.
I agree with that.
Then if you agree with it, then you cannot say that African spirituality is dead.
No, you're missing the context of what I'm saying. The context of what I'm saying when I said that African spirituality is dead is the artifacts and the things that we are trying to be upon, those do not exist in the motherland. It does not exist anymore. It does not exist anymore. Nobody's saying Amun-Ra except y'all. Nobody's saying Asar except y'all. Now the question becomes, why is it that if these people practice and taught things to their offspring...
Hold on. Can I ask you a question, brother?
Go ahead.
In the Quran, does it not say that Allah is the light of the heavens? Yes or no?
I'm not familiar with it's saying Allah is the light of the heaven. I'm not familiar with that verse. You have to show me the verse and then I'll reference it. But I'm not familiar with that wording that Allah is the light of the heavens. I'm not sure of that.
It's there. What I'm talking now, there's only one light, right? And that will be sunlight, okay? And so Allah is referred to as a sun. By the time you come back,
you have to prove. Show.
Listen what I'm saying. Even in the Torah, right? They say that Jehovah is a sun and a shield. They all refer you back to the sun. They all refer you back, and you go to Book of Malachi 4:2, where it clearly states, right, that the Son of Righteousness will come with healing his wings. They all go back to the practices of Heliopolis or Hikkapatah, the city of the sun. Okay?
Not disagreeing comparison, brother, with
the same sun that your prayers revolve around. The same sun that your prayers revolve around, and the same people that was making voodoo 5,000 years ago, calling it Wab or Wadu. I don't know the exact Kemetic word, but y'all called it Estinja, 640 AD. Come on now. Obviously one predated the other. I wanted to ask you a question about Isa, though. Do you bear witness that Isa was a fictitious creation of the Nicene Council? Yes or no? Do you?
No.
Oh, my God. So, wait a minute. Even crackers can bear witness to you.
I believe that what the cracker developed in the Nicene Council, the picture that we see, is totally false. In fact, we have a documentary coming out that will be out soon.
You just lost. You know, now you don't want to deal with facts. You said you have books of Ashra Kwesi, Dr. Ben, etc. Come on now. They have spoken on this. Isa was a fictitious creation. And straight up, if Isa was a fictitious creation and there's an entire surah in the Quran about Maryam, his mother, that stands to reason that if his story wasn't right and exact, perhaps some things around in his mother ain't right and exact. The Quran is supposed to be al-Qudus, free from blemishes, but even one surah in the Kitab is blemished, and perhaps the Quran, which is a confirmation of the previous scriptures, is not right and exact. And that goes for most people in him and the other people as well. The book is not right and exact.
Funny thing about that, this is the funny thing I have about when y'all start going into that. One, I can definitely understand, especially a lot of the brothers here, I'm sure, I haven't been on Kemet New tours with Ashra Kwesi. And God willing, I would love to go. But I have watched his videos and his documentaries on that tour, so on and so forth. But this is what I would say about that. Is it strange that people that has this philosophy, the Kemetic philosophy, they have now said that Muhammad himself did not exist, although there's proof and evidence in museums everywhere Muhammad existed. Now they have wiped Muhammad from existing as well. Don't you find that strange?
Don't speak on Muhammad because I speak about that which I do not know. I only re-embrace
Hold on for a minute.
On Muhammad. But I will speak about the Kitab.
Bro, are you saying that Jesus Christ is real? Are you saying that Jesus Christ is real, my brother?
Hold on. Answer what I just asked, brother, first. Y'all have erased Muhammad from existing. I heard Ankh say that.
I'm telling you that Muhammad is a composite figure. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. It's a composite figure. Meaning mythology, you know what I'm saying? What's the word you use? You said, what's the word you use?
Graftation.
Yeah, grafting different things to him. It's a composite figure based around a human character. Okay? So for you to sit here and make Muhammad a historical person is crazy. I'm saying saying is you probably could find a Muhammad, but with all the attributes that apply to him, it's clearly taking you back to the days of the mythos. The same thing with Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is not a real person. You have a lot of Yahshuas. That's a common name.
Right.
Okay?
A lot used by Christians as well.
First of all, Yahshua is not correct. Yahshua is something that was developed after the Europeans changed up his stuff. So in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic, there is no Yah for it, Yah to go with Jesus. It is Isa or Isa. Okay? So when you want to talk about the language and where the name of Jesus came from, you have to understand Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic, which I understand Arabic the most, and Hebrew, and Aramaic. So I don't understand how you want to fight Jehovah.
Hold on. This is what I want to do for you for a minute. While you are Muhammad and all that, let me come to the book Black Athena, right? Book 3. I'm dealing with linguistics, all right? Why you bullshitting. Let me come to a culture on the Nile River down in Nubia, and I'm going to read this. It says, the linguist Carlton Hughes proposed that Lislak, his name for Nostrик, began in the Middle Nile between 20,000 and 14,000 years BP. Archaeologists agreed that group of late Stone Age culture did indeed flourish along the Nile in Nubia in Upper Egypt between 18,000 and 14,000 years BP. The general name given to this type of culture is sometimes confusing. Some observers use Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic, since Mesolithic cultures, however, tend to be coastal and the Middle Nile is far from the sea. These cultures are generally called Epopaleolithic.